So, hi, welcome to this video. My name is Patrick Strappel of In-Home Personal Trainer, Port Sydney. And I'm here in a personal training studio with one of my clients who would like to share with you his experiences with In-Home Personal Trainer. Hello, welcome.
Thank you.
Could you tell us your name, age and occupation to start with?
My name is Drew Markham. I'm 39 years old and I'm a dentist.
Okay, great. And could you tell us your story? What was your life like before working with us? What has been your experience and what is your life like now?
Well, back when I was a teenager, I was a competitive figure skater, and so I was quite athletic and I was training a lot, and I was probably as fit as I have ever been. After I retired from skating, I found a little bit of beer when I was away at university, like so many other people, and I just sort of got off track in terms of my own fitness, and that sort of persisted through going through my career, getting that started, having kids, and prioritizing some other things first instead of myself. I've gone off and on a little bit over the last few years, but I found that I was training and I didn't really have a goal, and because I'm pretty goal oriented, I would do okay for a while, and then things would just start to slide, and I'd sort of get back to where I had been before. Okay. And for the last 4 months, that's changed a great deal, where things have been consistent. I have had goals to sort of set, and I've come close to achieving some pretty major ones, and so it's just worked out a lot better this time.
Okay, so well, that goes good experiences with your own life, setting goals for yourself and working towards your goals on a consistent basis.
For sure.
Okay, and weren't you concerned that working out would take up too much of your time?
Well, that's always been a big concern about trying to find time to fit it in your schedule, and I know that when my wife met you, that was one of the things that she was most interested in hearing, is that we're able to be really focused in a short period of time on a weekly or every 5-day basis, and we work really hard for that period of time, and then we're good. And I do some things on my own outside of that, but it really hasn't been that big a commitment at all. It's been easy, and of course makes me wonder why I didn't do it sooner. So
it's not a problem at all to fit it into your busy schedule.
Hasn't been a problem at all.
Okay. And when we're talking about, well, we've been talking about now exercising, but if we go into nutrition, could you tell us a bit how the nutrition component helped you?
Well, when I started, I was strictly keeping track of all the calories that I was taking in, and even though I've got a degree in physiology, I realized very quickly how easy it is to overeat, and how easy it is to eat the wrong things, and just sort of set your body up for failure in terms of some of the other things that go on, that you do really need to kind of take care of what's going in so that you can function properly. And it was work in the beginning, but it's now again becoming part of a lifestyle where I don't really think about it so much anymore.
Okay, and could you tell a bit about the results so far? You lost considerable weight.
I think today I'm right about 40 pounds in 4 months. I've got a little bit longer to go, but I have people sort of constantly stopping me, on the street or at the office, and barely recognizing, that they say I look like my younger brother, which in some ways is nice to hear, of course, because it means that you are making the changes and the results are there. But it also makes you realize how much maybe I was kidding myself about, where I was at before. That certainly I knew I wasn't as healthy or at a weight that I wanted to be at, but I didn't realize that I had a little further to go than my first thought.
Okay, we'll leave it at sound great. And can you also tell me how working out with us helped you to stay on track? Well, what's the difference with before?
I think a lot of it is the goal setting and having accountability, not only to myself but to the wall, and being able to track on a weekly basis what your results are, so that if there is sort of a hiccup on the way, which I think there has been for most, and I've had a couple of small ones, you can sit there and assess, well, what happened this week? Was there something that went on that we can learn from to sort of keep us on the right track the whole way through, and then obviously reaching the goal is important, But at the same time, then I'm probably going to be looking at setting new goals to maintain, what I have, because it's not going to do me much good to work as hard as I have and work as hard as you have if we don't have a plan in place to keep it there afterwards.
Yeah, that's important. Okay, great. What would you say to someone thinking about making the decision to work with us and get back into shape?
I would be more than happy to speak personally with anyone who might have questions or concerns. That I think that the training has been it's been challenging, but it's also been compassionate. It's been an eye-opening experience as far as the knowledge that I've gained in terms of what health is really about. And I know sometimes people have to be at the right point in their life when they're ready to do it. But for someone who thinks that they're ready to do it, this would be an absolutely outstanding place to start.
Okay, well, great. Thank you. And thank you for sharing your experiences with us in home personal training, and I hope we stay on track.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.